Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to today's demo. In today's demo, I'm going to demonstrate how we can install and configure the PDF editor for SharePoint in your Office 365 environment. Before we get into the actual installation, let's look at the prerequisites. The first prerequisite would be to install Node on your computer. So to install Node on your computer, open your favorite browser and type in Node install. The first link that comes up, you can click on it, that is the download link, and you can choose the installer with reference to your operating system. In my case, the Node installer would be Windows because I'm using a Windows operating system. However, it seems that I have Node already installed on my computer. To check that, I can go into the PowerShell, open it as an admin, and type in node --version. Perfect. So if you see, I have the latest version of Node installed, that is 16.18.0. The next prerequisite would be to go and sign up for a Vercel account. If you don't have a Vercel account, you can again go to your favorite browser, type in Vercel.com. At this page, you can sign up for a new Vercel account. I already have a Vercel account, so I'll show you how it looks like. It looks something like this. I have a very clean Vercel account. That means I do not have any projects. Now that you have Vercel installed, you need to also have the Vercel CLI. To install the Vercel CLI, you can go to your browser and type in Vercel CLI, hit enter, click on Vercel CLI docs, and this command, my friends, that is npm i-g Vercel, will help you install Vercel on your computer. If you already have Vercel installed, you can copy this command, that is Vercel --version. This will return you the version of Vercel installed on your computer. If you see, I have Vercel 28.4.11 installed. The next prerequisite would be to install the Azure CLI. So to install the Azure CLI, we again go back to the browser, open a new tab, and type in Azure CLI install. The first link that comes up will help you with the installation. Again, you can select the operating system of your choice. From these links, I have Windows, so I'll click on Windows and then I can install using the MSI installer. Now, I already have Azure CLI installed as well, so I can simply type in az-version. Perfect. So I have the version 2.41.0. If you look at the screen behind, it is the latest version. So I have all the latest versions of Vercel, Node, and Azure CLI installed on my computer. Now that you have the prerequisites in place, you can download the installation files and you can unzip it. The installation package will look similar to this. The first thing that you need to do is run the install.cmd command. Okay, I'll run it as an admin, and it will prompt me for the credentials. Understand this is very important. The credentials that you're going to use out here should be admin credentials because you're going to authenticate to your Azure and create an app registration. Okay? In other words, the script that is going to run behind the scene is going to create an app registration. So I'll click on next and then I'll put in my password. Perfect. So here, my friends, the first question comes up. How should I log into Vercel? I have used my GitHub, so I'm going to use GitHub out here. It's redirecting me to the Vercel login. And because I have already signed in into the browser, it did not prompt me for credentials. It authenticated me directly. I can just close this and go back to the command prompt. So here it's the second question that is asking me, set up and deploy. Yes, I want to set up and deploy. Next, it tells me what is the scope. The scope is the account that you're using. So I'm using my account here and I'll click on enter. So next it tells me, do I need to link to an existing project? The answer is no. What should be the project name? Now I'm going to give my project a name, that is PS PDF Kit Demo Install. Perfect, right? Understand this, the project name should be in lowercase. I'll hit enter. In which directory the code is located? Yes, it is located in the root directory. And here it is setting up my project. Do you want to modify any settings? The answer is no. I don't want to modify any settings. And if you see out here, it's trying to deploy my project to Vercel. So let's quickly go back to the Vercel dashboard. And if you see, the project has already been created, right? Perfect. Now that the installation has been completed, it takes me back to the browser. I sign in with the same account and then it will open few browser tabs. Okay. The first tab that it opens is the refresh URL. We'll come back to this a little bit later, but what I want to show you, it also opened the Azure tab. And if you see, my friends, it's asking me to grant access, that is grant consent for these permissions that the file handler needs. So I can simply click on grant permission and say yes. Perfect. Now that I have granted the permission, we'll go to the last tab. This tab is force admin refresh. You can hit this URL once in an hour. Once your file handler is provisioned successfully in your Azure, you will see values propagated here. Now you don't see values here because Microsoft claims that it can take up to 72 hours for the values to be propagated. So just be patient. The values will come in here and you will see your file handler. And I think that is pretty much it for this demo. We'll come back after 72 hours and we'll see our file handler in action. Thank you and bye-bye.